Drew, you killed this shit.
Yo, you know what it is. You are tuning in to another episode of In the Four Corners of Wrestling. Throw them foes up, throw them quads down. Yes, sir, the best wrestling podcast out there in the world because it is a wrestling podcast made from wrestling fans for wrestling fans. And you know what it is, and I'm here with my fellas. What's good? Jay Will, how you doing, bro?
What's good, Mars? Good to be back, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I like how you got your little Sean Spears, little hoodie effect going on.
Yes,
You know, looking like the chairman of the 4C boys. Okay. All right, man. At you. King Mel, what's happening with your pimp? What's good, man?
Life sucks. Quabo's beating me in my GM with them jobbers. I can't believe. No way, Jose. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, don't be like that. And if you don't know what King Mel is referring to, please make sure you go on over to the 613 Faye Productions YouTube channel every Monday, the 4C Boys. We be talking our smack like we know how to book a match. Well, Hollywood Mike T, the host, put us up to the challenge, and we do the My GM on the 2K24 video game for WWE, and we be booking our little shows. And unfortunately, there's one guy that can't get out the fourth place, but we ain't gonna talk about that. That's neither here nor there. And everybody else keep rotating between first, second, and third. But we ain't gonna talk about it. Just tune in. It's good stuff. It's good content. Drops every Monday. Check it out. Hey, Quabo, what's happening with you, man?
Quabo. Hey, I'm gonna just say this right now. Your boy is a legendary booker, okay?
All right, we getting the show right here.
Yeah. Hey, see, these boys be talking smack, but
and,
man.
And look, these guys talk about this and that and the third.
Hey,
Quavo's got jobbers and blah, blah, blah. But you don't see me asking Mike for help. And you don't see me asking Mike, hey, Mike, book this for me. Look, pick whichever one you want, Mike. Hit something, hit a button, make it work.
Word, that's what we do.
Work, Mike.
Oh, man. Hey,
okay?
Wait. But you do be like, hey, Mike, could you go back to the journal for me for the 17th time? Because I didn't read what it said. Mike, could you go back and check my power cards for me?
It might have changed recently.
Because I got 87 power cards, and I need to use these on these jokers, even though they can see me using them.
I gotta see which one I gotta use this week.
Hey, Quavo can talk all he want. I'm triple classic Mar in this building. Ain't nobody dropping more classics than me, and I'm the rookie. So, but look, neither here nor there. It is what it is. Make sure y'all tune in with us every Monday for the My GM 2K24 joint. It's live. And don't forget, we got all kind of content on 613 Faye Productions. Of course, Saturday, you got us in the Four Corners of Wrestling dropping. You got D, Man Cave Sports Podcast dropping. And then on Sundays, we got King Mel's Top 5 Moments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top 5 moments in the week of wrestling. So, hey, like I said, YouTube channel, 613 Faye Productions. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification.
Bye.
Yeah. You did.
$5 evening.
Sunday evening. Top 5 on Sunday.
Yeah, 5 on Sunday.
Shoot, if you show up early, go through all the other stuff you missed in the week.
Yeah, but hey, we here to talk wrestling, and let's get to it, man. So, man, where should we start? A hot topic. Yeah, we should definitely start at this hot topic. And, normally we kind of stick to the action in the ring and the entertainment in the ring, but we got to talk about a situation that AEW did that, I'm going to use a big word that I might befuddled me. SAT
word.
Befuddled.
Double points, double jeopardy.
Befuddled.
And I know y'all saw it, fellas. So they was over in London, and this situation almost 8-9 months ago. CM Punk has since gone on to, been in another company for at least 6 months now, 5-6 months now. But somehow the EVPs, Matthew, and his brother, you know, they want to use this footage to say why they lost to FTR. And if y'all haven't seen it, well, I don't know if AEW, they've been trying to pull it. They've been trying to pull it. So they showed that the backstage incident between Jungle Boy and CM Punk. Now, for those who don't know that situation, CM Punk went on the MMA Hour before WrestleMania, had that talk with Ariel Helwani, and I had already talked about this situation. So that is available for y'all to check out. Shout out to them. Fellas, I got to get y'all opinion on this because when I saw it, I couldn't believe it. Matter of fact, we was all in the chat. And I was like, yo, they really showed that? So I'm coming, here's who this is here I want to hear from first. Jay Will. I got to hear your opinion on this, dog, because
all right, I'll be back. I'll be back in about 20 minutes. Good Lord.
We got to time this joint.
Put a buzzer on there, please.
Hey, no, I got to wrap it up, Box. Don't worry. All right, Jay Will. Come on, man. Talk to us, man. I know you saw this footage. You was like, yo, they really did this? Go ahead, man.
I'm gonna keep it real and I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm still trying to figure out what the point of posting that footage, because the craziest thing is, right, if you hear a man talk about what happened in the situation and he absolutely, what he says, what was a part of the physical part of it is true, then you show a video proving that he didn't lie about that part. What at the end of the day, what did you gain at the end of the day? Because all you proved was this man was right. Now, I still have yet to see what the major benefit of a company doing that sort of thing. Cool. I'm not there. I don't work for that company. That's fine. I'm not there to understand. I'm not meant to understand that. However, I will say, as on the fan perspective, I watched Punk's interview, then I seen that video, and I'm like, what did I really? Am I supposed to think that Punk is a villain in this scenario? Is Punk in the wrong in this scenario? Like, no, this proved that Punk didn't lie in this scenario. Therefore, like, if what he said, action for action, is truth and it happened, what makes me believe what built up to this point or what happened afterwards is a lie either? Like, I can't sit here and be like, nah, bro, that nigga lying because, or Punk lying because this and that. Like, nah, I can't see that at this moment. Now, we don't know. Of course, we don't know every single thing. It wasn't aired on TV. We only can go off of rumors. But as of right now, I haven't seen what the point of that end goal was. And at the end of the day, WWE has been cooking. You had no reason to put more eyes on WWE in this scenario when you, as your company, need to keep eyes on you, especially when you decide to put that video out on the heels of WrestleMania. When WrestleMania had already, for a full month and a half, had been killing TV. We got people who don't even watch wrestling anymore, watch WWE, come back to watch WWE because they saw that Rock was coming back. Like, what? Like, you don't have to mention nobody else. You can't mention speculation of, oh, we thought that Stone Cold was going to come back because it made more sense for Stone Cold to come back against Rock at WrestleMania. Yeah, that's wrestler talk. That's regular. We're talking about for the people who don't watch it, which is tons of numbers, more people. You got more people coming back to sit and watch wrestling as a whole. What did that prove for you? What did that help you? Yeah, you got more people to watch that one episode.
Only about 100,000 more.
but let's skip past the Friday. What did them numbers look like?
The numbers that I saw after they aired that, they probably went up about like 100 and something thousand.
Like, it may be a long-term game, but at this moment, I don't see what the benefit of you airing that video actually would do.
It, it's wild.
I don't see it. I don't see it. That it's me. It's just me.
I think it was wild. It was wild. I mean, for those who don't know, we got a chat that we communicate in, to bounce ideas off the show and whatnot. I was literally, like I said, I was befuddled that they showed that. Quavo, man, jump in here, man. What were you thinking? What were you thinking when they aired it, man? What were you thinking, bro?
Okay, so as a fan, I was glad that I got to see it because we have had that curtain on there that we don't know what happened, but there's always been speculation on both sides, of what happened. And I think for the fans out there that got to see it, they're like, okay, well, Punk wasn't lying. And I think for Tony, the benefit of him airing it is, like Punk said back in the media scrum, is like, there's a lot of people that have made money off my back, built $1 million businesses off of my back. He's like, made billions of dollars or millions of dollars off my back. He said Vince McMahon was one of them, and then he took a shot at Scott Colton. And he told Cody, he said, "You're not there yet, Tony." Well, Tony's trying. Tony's trying right now because he may not be paying Punk a check, but he's using all of Punk's content to stay relevant and to get chatter going. You got a lot of people talking about, oh, well, why did he do it? Why not? Why not? I mean, it honestly is kind of like the only power card he had to play in this scenario. So for him to play that, it may not be from our perspective the smartest move, but at the same time, you got everybody talking about this. And whose name is always being said when they say this? AEW, not WWE, AEW or CM Punk. So I think for Tony, it's not a bad move entirely. Yeah, it does show that he was honest. It showed, but at the end of the day, there's no NDAs that stopped him from really saying it. Punk just didn't want to talk about it. At that point, and he stated that on the interview. So I think in this scenario, the fans really got to see behind the curtain, which is something that we always want to see. We always want to know. And I think for us to be able to see that and be like, oh, okay, we got to see him put hands on Jack. I mean, trust me, I've replayed that joint a few times. So I'm not too mad at it. I'm glad we got to see it. I'm glad he aired it because at least we know what's truth and what isn't. At least from that camera angle and from that vantage point. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. You know what, Quavo? I never thought of it from that perspective that it was just probably just another marketing tool for Tony Khan to get eyes. And even if it was just a few 100,000 more than the week before, it did kind of work.
I mean, when you think about it, who else do they got out there that can move the needle like that?
Right now,
you got people talking about Punk, and he's not even in their promotion.
Yeah,
you
man, Quavo, I gotta give you props. I didn't look at it from that perspective. I've always just kind of looked at it like, yo, that was just kind of foolish. That was idiotic because
outright. Outright, you don't want to be using someone else's star to boost your popularity. But if you're already down in the drain, you're already, looking at as far as from the fan perspective, like there isn't anything really fun to watch or anything really to look out for. But then you hear, oh, they aired this on Dynamite. Oh, guess what? Guess who just got more plays or playbacks on Dynamite?
Yeah.
Or they're showing up for next week's Dynamite to see if Tony puts out something else. We don't know. At that point it's speculation, but at the end of the day, he's working to put seats in those chairs. And if it works, good stuff.
That's a fair point. Because now that we know he's willing to do any and everything to make sure he gets the views and get the attention. So fair point. Mel, jump in here, man.
All right. So first, let me touch on a couple of stuff that Jay Will said. Because he don't understand why they showed the video. The Young Bucks clearly stated this is the reason why we lost at that event. And then they showed the video of CM Punk choking out Jungle Boy. Now, who does it benefit? It benefits AEW. It benefit CM Punk because he did not lie. AEW got a numbers increase.
Mm-hmm.
And guess who else it benefited? The guy who got choked out.
Mm.
He right now has the #1 merch in New Japan Pro Wrestling with House of Horror.
When they went to Chicago, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
he got choked out. First of all, he just went to Chicago and everybody went crazy in Chicago for him. He had Cry Me a River on the back of the shirt. On the back of the jacket that he had, leather jacket,
He did, though.
came out the Chicago flag.
Yeah. He was trolling.
#1 shirt. And on top of that, you know what else he did? Because I know some of you ain't watched the match. But he also was doing the CM Punk stuff.
To go to sleep.
He tried to do the go to sleep, and it ended up costing him the match. So this benefited everybody, all parties involved.
Mm.
Tony Khan got a boost. His numbers went up. The EVPs look like what they are supposed to be. Nicholas and Matthew
Mm-hmm.
being Jack, behinds. Jack Perry
Hee-haw.
selling out merch. Ain't nobody was buying Jack Perry stuff until all of this.
Facts.
He got choked out. Now everybody want to buy a House of Horror. It was horror for him when he was getting choked out. So all these parties involved right now is benefit. And CM Punk, he said what he did, and it clearly shows he in line. He seen him do that. He walked up to him. I couldn't hear the audio. About 5 seconds in, next thing you know, push, snatch, grab, Samoa Joe break it up. Somebody in the corner fearing for their life. I don't know. That's what. That was just everything that just happened. I'm just saying that's what he said on the show, and that's what I'm gonna go by.
Oh man.
So like, here's where I have a problem, right? You bring up a valid point of the pluses for people in entities involved in this, okay? AEW, yeah, you got more people to watch the show, that show. All right, cool. We got to also continue the trend of keeping those numbers that high from that point on. What have we seen to keep numbers that high when they had already been floundering? Let's be honest with ourselves for real, for real. They've never been perfect when it comes to storytelling, which their enemy, their self-proclaimed enemy, because I don't see it as a competition at this point. I don't personally see it. They're two different wrestling entities. Yes, there's a 1 and 2, but 1 and 2, 1 is here and 2 is like figuring its way out.
Hey, hold on, Jay Will. I understand, and I don't mean to cut you off. I understand what you're saying, but I had a very in-depth conversation with a fan at WrestleMania about this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm not the biggest AEW fan.
Mm-hmm. But
we also gotta look at it this way. When AEW appeared, can we all agree that WWE was slacking? They were slipping on their pimping.
Right.
They got comfortable.
No, 100%. But here's the thing. Here's my problem, right? When you build yourself as an entity, right, and you shit on your competition, and every time you get a chance to, where you talk negatively, and then you sit there and then you do the same, you make the same mistakes that they did, and you make worse mistakes that they did. That's where the problem comes from for me. This is where it's just like, build your show and then make the content good, and you ain't got to worry about people will make the direct comparisons on their own, but when you directly as a company make the direct comparisons, that's when the problem lies. So now you got this company who talk negatively about one company who's bigger, more financially stable than you, and then you sit here and make these comparisons and try to hurt them. Like, you got to at least compare. You got to at least equal up, and they're not equaling up. then we turn around and we see bad decisions made on TV. We see bad decisions made in the locker room, which this video proves it. Yeah, you helped bring viewers for 1 or 2 weeks. But then you have one person who sells out better, but that's for that person. That benefits the person. That doesn't benefit the whole company in the long term. So we got to look at everything as a whole. Yeah, cool. All right, Mel got a point. Yes, you do. Yes, Jack Perry, Jungle Boy, Jungle Boogie, whatever the fuck we want to call it. he got some eyes on him. Yeah, he got a little more money in his pocket because his merch sold. Cool. Absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and be mad at that man hustle, but we got to look at the long term with this. We seriously got to look at the long term with this. At the end of the day, was this video the right thing to prove? Because at the end of the day, we just showed that what Punk has validity in saying what's happening in that company behind the scenes that's not on TV, that this shit don't make sense. This shit is a fucking kangaroo court and people don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, people don't know how to handle business.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, real quick, Mar.
Go ahead.
But that's only from one man's perspective, though.
This ain't one man. This ain't one man. This ain't just Jay Will.
Hold on, Jay Will. Hold on. Because when Cody Rhodes was on the MMA Hour, he had a different perspective than what CM Punk had. So, if you want to go by CM Punk, because we know who you are, cool. That's fine. Go by what CM Punk said. But if you want to go by what Cody Rhodes is saying, then you go by what Cody Rhodes is saying. But somewhere in the middle, there is some truth. Now, both of them may have experienced two different outcomes. But whatever benefits your opinion, then that's what you should go by. I don't know what's personally going on in AEW. Some people love it. Some people hate it. In that locker room.
Okay, so here's where I have an interesting outlook, right? So Cody has a different outlook because he had a totally different position from the very inception of the company versus CM Punk, who came in as a hired help, versus Cody. Now you got people who's been in Punk's position, who's been the hired help, who was just specifically a wrestler, not financially invested in terms of putting money in on the down floor, being being a founder in a way, air quotations. So hold on. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you have multiple people besides who have had the same situation, or not same situation, the same outlook as Punk coming into these conversations, saying these things. That's where it's like, all right, there's only but so many times I can hear people saying this shit is a shit show, and me being like, I don't know, man. Maybe they're just figuring it out. Like, nah, if it's a shit show, it's a shit show. I'm not saying in the sense of like, yo, Jay Will wants AEW to crumble, or Jay Will wants to see AEW fall apart. I would like to see people being happy, with more people being happy about what's happening. I want to see the continuous trend of this shit don't make sense. I don't like where this is going.
Now, so a guy like Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson is not in the same position as CM Punk?
You got a fair point there.
Is he not in the same position as CM Punk was?
Yeah, he is.
No, because CM Punk came in bringing way more eyes into the situation based off of how he left WWE. There's a major difference, though.
I don't know about that.
No, because if you think about it, Daniel Bryan did not come in slandering WWE because of his situation. Like, he left there on his turn.
CM Punk didn't come in slandering.
But CM Punk left WWE slandering.
Yeah.
Did Daniel Bryan leave WWE slandering WWE?
Bryan went on.
Bryan said a few times that he was overworked, that they put him through a lot, and that he had.
But then he goes around. But then he goes around and leaves. How many years later, dog? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he brought way more. He brought Punk brought way more eyes to the company than fucking Daniel Bryan did.
And I can give you that. And let's kind of summarize this, and then we'll move on to the next topic. I think at the end of the day, we don't have to like what AEW doing behind the scenes for whatever they do. Us as wrestling fans, I think we all should be honest that until they arrived, WWE was comfortable. They was like, we pretty much monopolized we the big dogs at the top. We got to admit that AEW pushed them. I think we are getting a direct result of all this cooking that Triple H has been doing lately is because that was a direct result because there was direct competition. And we also got to look at the fact that AEW is not going to go nowhere because they got just as enough financial backing as WWE. Let's be honest about that.
They do.
Like, Tony Khan's pockets, or his daddy's, or whoever's financing, they deep. They are deep, and they can stay around. They can stay. They can stay.
I agree. I agree and disagree. I'm just saying. I agree and disagree. But like we can say what we want about Vince. Vince had his own money. Tony Khan got daddy money, and then Vince has made the right connections with the right people. We can agree with that. Vince has made the right connections with the right people. How many WWE event PLEs have we seen with Snickers involved?
But here's another factor to this before we move on.
Yeah.
AEW is still, 4 or 5 years old. Yeah, are they going to make silly mistakes like that?
Absolutely.
I'm absolutely sure Tony Khan's going to make some more. We can't act like WWE ain't made no silly.
Oh, no. They screwed
their fair share.
Yeah, they screwed the pooch many times.
But we give them the benefit of the doubt because they've been around longer, because they've been a top dog. Hey, let's give AEW some grace. Although I think we all can agree it was kind of a silly decision. They still are real in their infancy stage of being a promotion. Good thing for them that they got deep pockets that they can continue to make as much mistakes as they want till they finally get it right. One thing I can say,
I don't know if it's a mistake, Mar, because we done talked about it for about 20 minutes now.
Hey, no, we're moving on. But one thing that I do that AEW does do, they do deliver some good matchups, and we're gonna get to the matches of the week. We're gonna do that right now. For me, I'm gonna kick it off. And I never really say this. I enjoyed that Adam Copeland and that Pinto El Mero.
Mero.
Hey, I can't lie. Boy, they brought it. They boy, Penta and what? No, Penta and Adam Copeland, they went at it for that TNT championship match for the Cope Open, and I enjoyed that match. That was fire.
So basically, what you just telling me is the rated R Adam Copeland is still wrestling.
Yeah, he's still wrestling, and he put on one hell of a match with Penta, and I can't even cap because I'm not a big Adam Copeland fan, but I got to give him his props on that one.
Remember when Roman Reigns sit him there?
Hey, hey, because obviously with Penta being a heavier luchador and kind of a high flyer, I didn't know how Adam was going to be able to rock with it. Obviously we haven't seen him in a match like that since he wrestled Ray back in the day, but him, bruh, that's fire. Quabo, talk to me, man. I know you got a match of the week. Talk to us, man.
I must say my match of the week is definitely Sheamus versus Ivar.
Oh,
yeah, that was a great match. I actually played it back to a couple times. It's good to see Sheamus back. Being the Celtic Warrior. And I think Mel said this in the group chat, but they paired him up with the right person because his dad bod didn't look too much like a dad bod until you put him by himself, and then you're like, oh, well, yeah, never mind. Yeah,
hey,
you got a dad bod.
Hey, Sheamus, man, we ain't gonna dog you. I know them people out there trying to modify your picture and do you dirty, man. Nah, man, you good, man. You good, man. Don't let them people hate on your shine, man. Good to see you back in the ring. And you came back with your didn't he come back with his original theme? too.
Yeah, he did. He did. But it was still fight night though.
No,
It was still fight night. But he came back with his original theme and different boxes too. You know.
Yeah.
I was surprised that Ivar came out as
boxes
as a Raider. I thought he was gonna come out as Trucker Ivar. Like he's been doing in NXT.
NXT.
You know what? Hold on a second, Quavo. At first, I wanted to laugh at you about that match because that's the craziest match I would pick for the week. That's shit beyond me. But I just want to shout out Ivar. This man partner has been going injured so many times, and he's still out there doing cartwheels and getting beat every week. He is out there giving his all. He needs some record. Bring back the 24/7 champion so he can have a title around his.
That's what Ivar.
Ivar's killing like Jose's jobbers in my GM league, and that shit is amazing, dog.
He working just as much as them too.
Quavo's jobbers get championships, baby. They get championships over there, dog.
Nah, but
it's like North American title. Watch, he's gonna get it soon.
All jokes aside, like he is really putting work out there. Like, if you like, they might as well not even bring back Viking Raiders together. Let my boy Ivar be by himself
and just roll with it.
I think they need to kill that whole gimmick altogether. That's just me.
That dude has been killing it by himself. Matter of fact, if he ever comes back from Ivar, I'm slapping him in the baldy. I'm slapping the back of his head. Cause
right in the back of the neck.
I'm tired of you now. I done built the name up of being the #1 jobber on the show. I done passed Tozawa.
Hey, bro,
I'm the #1 jobber now. And you think you're gonna come back and we're gonna job as a tag team? No, I need all the TV time for myself.
And chill, bro.
He's absolutely proved his worth by himself without like the need of a tag team, to be honest with you. Like if he broke off and killed that whole Viking gimmick, that shit would actually he'd be great though. Like
now let's clarify this. Y'all ain't talking about a world championship run, right?
Oh no.
I'm just making sure. Let's clarify.
But maybe like NXT champion. He could get there.
World
North
champion.
American.
He could be NXT champion at some point.
See, they crazy.
Nah, you wild.
Even being
he can do it.
Might be US champion is a little stretch.
You wild.
Look,
North American. I give him North American
title.
I give him North American, but I'm not giving him US or IC. I'm not giving him that.
Well, I would be okay with the US. I can't do what IC right now because for me, the way that Gunther and then now Sammy with the IC, I think that IC is too elevated. I think it's too
but you've had too many good people that have had the US title though.
Bro, the only reason why that all right. So my point that I'm saying that is so Logan Paul's been doing a phenomenal job as a heel. I'm not hating on that. Phenomenal job. But he's also been in featured matches with great co-stars. Like his co-stars that he's been in matches he's been in matches with Roman, Randy, AO. Like this dude is in featured matches.
He's been with main eventers.
Like he's in legit Hall of Fame, working with Hall of Fame.
Now he's carrying his own weight. I'll give him that. But you ain't got to do too much when your co-stars up here and you down here. They elevating you already just being on the marquee with them cats. So I mean, take away the quality of co-stars with it, Jay Will, and I don't know if that run is really too nice for Logan Paul right now. So
here's my thing. We're specifically talking about Eric, right? So you got people.
No, we're talking about Ivar.
No, Ivar. My bad. You got
people.
You got people like Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, and Finn Balor who have held that title. And then you want to put that giant, like it makes sense. I give him the credit. He's done a great job. I think that he will be good for that title, but I'm not saying anything more than that. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's why I had to clarify it because I'm like, before we throw this man on the singles run and throw him in a championship contention, let's make sure like.
I wouldn't put him on IC because hell, fucking Gunther.
No, he's basically going for the IC belt in NXT. You know, he's going up against Obafemi for that North American title.
North American would be great for him.
So this week coming up. So I mean, at the end of the day, he got that factor to be in these matches with these people, and he's putting in good work. You mean like he made Ricochet look really good when Ricochet power slammed him.
Hey, Ricochet, Ricochet doing his own little flaming by himself though,
and Ricochet's got some good momentum too.
Yeah. So
Ricochet got momentum because he's smashing Samantha.
Nah, don't do that, bro.
Damn, it's your own people, bro.
Hey, Keemel, did you have a match of the week, man?
Yeah, it was Moxley versus Naito.
Okay.
New Japan World Champion in Chicago. That was a great match, and the best thing about that match is the fact that Moxley won, became the very first person to hold the WWE Champion, the AEW World Champion, and the New Japan World Champion. And on top of that, the best feature is Moxley will not be bleeding on Saturdays and Wednesdays no more because he will be taking a break to defend his title for New Japan.
Oof, thank goodness.
So ain't no more blood.
Are we sure he's not gonna bleed?
That is what Tony Khan has said. He's gonna bleed. He just ain't gonna bleed
on AEW
for a minute. And it's okay. It's okay. Because hopefully he'll be back by Forbidden Door, and they can run that match back one more time.
Okay.
If with that kind of fan booking, how come you ain't better in my GM, Mel? What's going on?
Ooh, damn! See,
Quavo, I know why. Because this guy he always got jokes, but he always got to use power cards to win. But
why? He's winning.
Hey, come on!
What that man Khaled said? All we do is win.
Yeah. Really?
Come on, Quavo. Hey, this man is feeling real caliente now because he finally back in first place. Feeling okay. I dig it. I can rock. I ain't gonna hate on you, Shine. Shine on.
Too bad none of your champions can ever sell merchandise.
Hey, it's all right. But no, hey, some dope matches this week that went down. I'm pretty sure we're forgetting a whole bunch of other matches. I did have some notable mentions, but somehow we got lost on Ivar talking about him. I don't know how. But anyway, let's keep it moving because, obviously the fallout from WrestleMania, Roman Reigns, Bloodline, and all that stuff. Looks like the tribal chief gave some orders the other day, and man, Jay Uso got taken out. Looks like he's out of the bloodline. And we had a new hey.
No yeet.
No yeet. For real. No yeet. No yeet. Hey man, we gotta talk about this forever evolution of this bloodline storyline, man. Talk about it, Jay Will. We got a new member of the bloodline.
So I'm loving the fact that we got another member of the bloodline, but how this happened is incredible off the simple fact that Roman has lost his title. Roman is now off of TV, but the bloodline steadily finds themselves to be right there being talked about. This shit is fantastic. I'm excited about this.
Hey, I so many ways they could go with this. It's so many ways they can really go with this. Quavo, man, talk to us, man. Tomatonga, he makes his debut. He's now part of the bloodline. Man, no yeet. What happened, man?
No yeet. I think a lot of components in that segment, are very important for us to really dissect. Like the fact that Solo gave Jimmy the hug, kind of like the Godfather kiss of death. You got him and Jimmy kind of like arguing, like, "Hey man, I'm your brother." The distractionary tactics, the actual fallout, Thomas showing up, but also the fact that Paul, calls for the tribal chief and Solo stomps out his cell phone right then and there. And it's just like, okay, well, what kind of mayhem are we watching right now? And that's great for the fans that are watching. because now there's so much speculation. Who's calling the shots? What are we about to expect? And I think as far as what's gonna happen, I don't know. I'm excited to see what's about to happen. Will Jimmy and Jay put their differences aside to put Solo and Tama in their place? I don't know. Maybe not. Will this be one of those things where, Solo is taking up his calling as the prince and now he's the tribal chief? I don't know. We don't know yet. But all I know is that it's entertaining to watch.
Some nuggets.
It's entertaining to watch. Trust me. So I'm looking forward to it because we never know what's going to happen next.
No doubt. King Mel, talk to us, man. This new layer of the bloodline story, man. Talk to us.
Okay. So you guys skipped a couple parts. Nobody mentioned this part. The guy who is 0-34 since defeating John Cena, who didn't even have a match on the WrestleMania card.
Yeah.
Who didn't even have an entrance song at WrestleMania. Gave a hug to the big brother who lost at WrestleMania and told him he's out the group because he lost, but you haven't won a match since. So I guess I'm supposed to just, you know what? F it. Solo makes his own rules now. Because apparently he's starting over from WrestleMania. He said, if I ain't have a match at WrestleMania, I ain't lose. So that means technically
I'm 0-0.
Exactly.
I'm undefeated.
But it was cool because my man said to him, hey, man, I love you. Ma. I was like, oh.
You my big bro.
Jimmy with the doo-doo-doo. My brother love me. Doo-doo-doo. He finally, but to me, I knew something was going to happen because Solo ain't give that boy no love for a long time. And all of a sudden today, on this very Friday, right after WrestleMania, he gave some love to his brother. And boy, that love hurt. When they say tough love, that's what that was.
Mm-hmm.
That was tough love.
Yeah. He got the Samoan spike and all that.
He got Samoan spike. He got a chair. Jeez. Paul Heyman got his phone smashed. Then we see a Tonga, the son of King Haku. Haku pull up. As long as he don't do no talking, I'm cool.
Yeah. As
long as he don't do no talking, I'm cool. Just stand there. You become the new Solo. You put your one in the air if you got to. Don't talk. The moment that you talk, that's when the WWE fans go,
So is it done deal?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know, pimp.
But it's cool to see him. It's cool to see that it looks like we're getting a bloodline East Coast versus a bloodline West Coast.
The East Coast, West Coast beefing, bro.
Yeah, man. Let's see, man. Maybe we get a bloodline blue versus a bloodline red. I don't know what's going to happen. But it's a whole bunch of elements in the air right now. Me personally, I just feels like this bloodline right here is the bloodline of The Rock currently. So when The Rock returns, he could put that up in the air. And he could tell Solo when he wins that WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion and be the first person to have the People's Champ and the WWE World Heavyweight Champion at the same time, Solo could sing the national anthem.
I can't with you. Hey, man, great points by all you guys. Here's some nuggets that I think us as wrestling fans that we got to recall to. And this is what I've been loving about this whole resurgence of long-term storybooking. Y'all remember a few weeks ago, or about a few months ago, when Roman named the heir apparent to the tribal chief or the head of the table.
Yeah.
And he gave it to Solo.
Yeah.
And then Solo's, and to Quavo's point, Heyman call Roman, and he smacked the phone out of his hand and he stomped on it. And then in the back, he said, I think it was Tonga. He said, orders of tribal chief. So I think to everybody's point, I think Solo now is this tribal chief or head of this table, this version of the bloodline. And he just kind of, since Roman isn't there right now, he's acquiring the services of the wise men by force.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool though.
Yeah. So
but Roman appointed him that before he beat John Cena. So
Yeah. So I think there's some nuggets that I think that are definitely cool to recall too. I loved how especially on the internet, somebody had recalled how Haku and Rikishi used to tag together, and I forgot about that. So that kind of brings a little full circle moment into the thing right there. But hey, man, a lot of great things that can come out of this little bloodline situation and everything and whatnot. But man, I can't wait. Some terrible news as we move on, because mommy Rhea, man, had to drop the belt. Man, hey, Jay, well, I know you're a big mommy fan, man. How hurt were you, man? Hey, did you find your T-shirt, give it a little kiss, and say get better, baby?
I cried a little thug's tear for mommy. Like it's tough. Like in all jokes aside, like we seen her major climb throughout the years to get that title when she finally got it when she beat who was it Charlotte Flair when she beat Charlotte Flair for that title, and now she has to relinquish the title due to injury. That hurts. That genuinely hurts. And unfortunately, it is what it is. That's the way. That's the way of the industry. If you can't be cleared for such a major amount of time, and it's not, of course, it's not written in your contract because them people who gonna be like, well, Roman had the title here, like, dog, none of that matters. What you got written in your contract is one thing, that's another. But at the end of the day, if she can't, if it's not clear for her to be able to do it, hey, bro, she got to do what you do. It sucks. I feel like she definitely has a long future ahead of her. That title ended up going to come back into her. A women's title is going to come back into her hands at some point because she's amazing. But it sucks. It sucks to see this right now.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely unfortunate. Hey, if you can't fulfill them contract obligations, man, it's still a business.
Yep.
Still a business. So I feel you on that point right there, Jay Will. King Mel, talk to us, man. What was your thoughts and opinions when you heard the news or saw that Rhea had to drop the title because of injury?
I was pissed off. I was, I just got my WrestleMania 40 edition of the mommy shirt, all purple. If you seen last week, I had it on. But I was pissed off, and here's the reason why I was pissed off. Because I felt like what they should have done, and this may sound stupid to some people, but it will piss a whole bunch of people off. They should have had Rhea still be the champion, but Dom doing all her matches. that might piss a couple people off.
Hey, yo.
So she be at ringside, he's doing the matches, and they cheating to win, and she's still champion, and they still count under her record. That'll piss a whole bunch of people off. But I understand. That would have gave Dominic a lot of. That would have made Dominic. But to me, I would have found
he ain't got enough heat.
To me, that would have been comical. You going out there, you defending the women's world heavyweight champion for your lady, mommy. And on top of that, we know you ain't gonna punch these women, So that means you gotta take a whole bunch of flips. They're gonna beat you up every single time you step in that ring, and you gotta cheat to win. That'd be funny as heck.
Hey man, I don't know how your thought process came to that, but I'm glad you shared that because now I think that would have been funny as hell. No doubt. Quavo, man, jump in here, man, about your thoughts on Rhea dropping the belt.
I am a little sad that Mommy has to give up her belt. You know, we're not gonna be seeing Rhea Ripley for a while. So unfortunately, Damian Priest technically runs Judgment Day, even though nobody runs Judgment Day. But I think the bigger downside out of all of this is that we have Liv Morgan talking trash about how she took out Rhea Ripley with a chair.
That's dope. That's
with
dope.
a chair.
That's dope.
No,
First off,
it's not dope.
that's dope. That's dope, but Liv.
It's not dope.
I mean, that's good for her, but and the
No.
people who love her, but like the people who genuinely don't see shit from her, like I'm trying to figure out what the fuck we gain from that.
Man, you ain't see shit from Dom, and look at you, the biggest fan. You the biggest fan of Dom. You 2 years ago, oh Dom this, Dom that. But now look at you. Oh, Dom a big Mysterio. I'm your boy, Jay Will. Remember me? Like you outside waiting to get an autograph. Look, this is
No.
dope for Liv. All right, for real. For me, this is dope because now you saying the revenge tour. Well, you done knocked out the person that was the champion.
Yeah.
That's step one of the revenge tour.
And now you got
And then now you got an opportunity to become the champion.
Talk about it.
So the revenge tour can be complete, and you accomplish two things.
Talk about it.
In less than when everybody else talk about this revenge tour, it take them forever.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan got straight to the point. I respect getting straight to the point. We ain't got time to waste.
I give you that. I give you that. I give you that.
Yeah, because because Liv came back Royal Rumble, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Liv came back, and just last week she was out there throwing chairs, and this week she laughing in Rhea Ripley's face while she putting the title down. And next week she could possibly be the Women's World Heavyweight Champion. Talking about watch me. So this is entertaining. All right. Y'all always complain about something. Maybe people always complaining, right?
Yeah.
But then y'all be mad if Charlotte would have came back and won. Y'all be mad if Becky would have came back and won.
Oh no, I would have been fine with that.
Get the shot.
I would have been fine with either one of them winning. What are you talking about? I just don't want Liv Morgan to win, and this is coming from not Liv Morgan's number one fan like Mel. Okay.
Yeah, I've been a Liv Morgan fan.
We know
since she was in NXT, coming out dancing, being a hip hop girl.
This hip hop girl, yep.
So I've been there. I've been down with him.
Hey, I give her props. I mean, it's a little bit of a small little heel turn to it. But let me ask you this real quick, and I'm gonna come back to you, Quavo. Just the timing of it. I think. Do you kind of agree, like just the timing of where Rhea's at right now in her career? Like this is what sucks the most about it.
I think, yeah, because I think she's been able to accomplish a lot, and I think this kind of hinders the continuation of her reign. You know, the things that she wanted to accomplish, the matches that we wanted to see, the new talent that's come onto the roster recently that we could have seen matches with Rhea. We're gonna have to wait now. You know, we're gonna have to wait for her to be cleared, which understandably it's the same scenario with Punk, where we just gotta wait for him to be healthy and cleared. And honestly, I wish the best for Rhea. I hope it doesn't take a long time, but at the same time, take your time. You know,
yeah.
I'd rather see you being able to be back in the ring, healthy, 100%, and demolishing and squashing the crap out of Liv Morgan as much as you can.
Specifically Liv.
Specifically Liv. She's earned it.
I have a question, Jose. Do you think that as soon as she gets back, she gets the title put back on her?
No. I think they got something here where they can make this a good feud and a good rivalry where they can really capitalize off of it.
Yeah, I think so too. No matter who whoever gets that
Well,
women's.
no, I don't say this as a see like, oh, there's going to be a interim champion type shit, but like, do you think that ultimately at the end of the day, do you think that he'll get that? That she'll get that title back.
I think they'll make it they'll make it look logical as how she gets her title back. As far as the booking aspect wise, like they're not just gonna throw it right back. Then again, I don't know. They could just throw it back on her to spite Liv. Who knows? But I think on the reasonable side, as a fan, I would want to see them build this up as a story, build this up as a good feud, give her time to get back to getting to her title, because she already said on her way out that this is one of her things that she cares about the most.
Yeah, word.
You know what I mean? So make her work for it to get it back.
I feel that. Well, let's go ahead and shut down this shop today, man. We've used our good little hour talking some good wrestling, had some good banter back and forth. Man, I was loving tonight's conversation. Man, before we get up out of here, we gonna drop them socials. Quabo, drop them socials so the people can find you at, my dog.
The legendary GM Booker on Monday nights.
Yeah.
Check us out. We out here. And
Jay
Will still in fourth place.
You make me sick, dog.
Okay. And Jose Quabo 8 on all platforms.
You make me sick, dog. I can't. Jay Will, talk to the peoples, man. Drop them socials, man.
You can find me on Facebook at Jay Will with 1 L. And you can find me on Twitter /X at 4CB_J Will with 1 L.
1 L. Come on, Jay Will. You got to start putting more L's because you've been sitting in fourth place. How many weeks?
I'm not.
Hey, you should add on an L to your name for every week you've been staying in fourth place on my GM. So it's at least 4 or 5 weeks. So you should be Jay Will. Yeah, I'm my bad, dog. I'm gonna leave you alone. Hey, King man, drop the socials, man.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Justice for King Mel. And you can find me on IG at KingMel13 and Facebook at Jemell Scroggins.
Hey, what justice? Ain't nobody done nothing wrong to you, man.
Quavo's cheating. He's using power cards. He's cheating. Justice.
I can't. Hey, man, y'all know where to find me. KC Wildcard Mall on the Twitter. Yes, I still call it Twitter. AEW Sports Network. And then, of course, every Saturday right here with my fellas on In the Four Corners of Wrestling. Fours up, quads down. Again, please, we appreciate every ounce, every viewer, every subscriber, anything that y'all have done to support us over here at 613. We greatly appreciate it. Please spread the word what we got going on. Going over to 613 Faye Productions YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and enjoy all the great content that we got for y'all in the Four Corners of Wrestling every Saturday. The Man Cave Sports Podcast dropping every Saturday. King Mel's top 5 moments of wrestling dropping Sunday evenings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. And on Monday, y'all been hearing us banter about it. Check out the My GM WWE 2K24 competition we got on, booking our shows, hosted by the one and only Hollywood Mike T. Again, man, we got 3 straight days of dope content for y'all. But hey, man, we gonna get up out of here. You know what it is. It's the wrestling podcast made from wrestling fans for wrestling fans. And hey, leave that is to the professionals. Do not try this at home. 4 boys, OC boys, we up out of here. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.